Hi everyone, this is Suzanne Wagner and I am doing the numerology for July 7th, 2024. If you add all those numbers together, you get a mastery number, which is the number 22, and if you add the 2 and the 2 together, you get the number 4. Now, you've heard me say that the number 4 is the number of neutral mind. It is a number that wants harmony, balance, win-win, cooperation. It wants to negotiate. It wants a fair, just, noble conversation. Words are very important. How one uses words are very important. The number 22, says that we are battling the minds, the negative minds, number 2 and number 2, and you will probably feel as if you're getting hit from two sides related to the negative minds of people that believe they're enlightened or believe they're so smart or they believe that they know things, but they're actually running from their ego. They're running from their mind, and so they are projecting a lot of things out. And so somehow in the middle of this conflict, you're supposed to stand in a mastery position and stay in the place of the number 4, which could be really tricky to do. So, and with all the water that we're dealing with in the astrology, and all the energy that's happening around our feelings and our emotions, I find that it's really challenging to figure out how to choose words and phrases correctly because there are so many that aren't. So with the number 4, there is great power in the words and phrases that we choose. So choose very wisely or try to be quiet. When one embodies this number, we recognize and notice hate. When someone is in balance, everything that is out of balance becomes very obvious. Hate makes people say and do irrational things. This number 4 is about neutrality and standing in the center of storms, observing what is going on and simply paying attention to what is happening. The objectivity of the number 4 is its gift. But I am constantly amazed at the people who have wonderful talents and abilities, but the words they choose are filled with the intention of division that is cultivated by unresolved internal hate, and they cannot see it. So when they are presented with something that triggers them, and they have not let certain things in their life go, what they have unresolved inside spews out their mouth, and they say things that are not conscious, not kind, and not loving. Yet they believe they are entitled to say those things because their ego needs to be right, and to do that, they will take anything and reject it outright and point out issues from the past that have no relevance in the here and now. I believe everyone has made decisions and choices that were not right, but we cannot judge someone exclusively from their past. We have to see if they have decided to move into places that corrected their choices and brought more wisdom into their actions, or if they intend to repeat the dysfunction with no remorse and no conscience. It is dangerous to refuse to see those that actively try to harm others, divide our world, and only protect themselves, their money, and their ego. From the neutral position number 4, it becomes obvious that they are really only protecting themselves from their own negative reflection that is being reflected in those they choose to promote and to idealize. The lesson of the number 4 is that one needs to be completely at peace inside to see past the distortions that are everywhere in our world, and that is a very difficult thing to do. Words have power, and we do not use words in cultivated and conscious ways. We tend to allow words to lash out like a whip instead of caress with love and tenderness. When we do that, we actually show what really motivates us inside. Too often we think we are being strong when in reality we are showing our worst self and our unresolved issues. Balance and harmony in the use of words is an art that is quickly losing value in this strange world of emojis and the ego's need for likes. The number 4 tries to point the way to another possibility, but first it must start with us. Thanks, everyone.